Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. Finally, we have reached the very last archetype, Vanguard. I want to get these videos out the way prior to Rogue Trader's full release so we can jump right into the builds from the start. So this video and one covering Bounty Hunter will probably release on the same day. If you enjoy this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Rogue Trader content. Vanguard is all about being a frontline leader who can absorb any damage that comes your way. Its characteristics are fellowship, willpower, strength, toughness, and weapon skill. If you started as an officer, then obviously fellowship is going to be your primary concern, along with either weapon skill or toughness. If you started as a warrior, then weapon skill or toughness is probably your primary characteristic, with strength being a secondary option. The skills for this class are athletics, carouse, persuasion, coercion, commerce, and lore imperium. For those raising fellowship, both persuasion and lore imperium are important skills, with persuasion probably being the more crucial option. Warriors will easily gain ranks in athletics. The keystone feature for this archetype is Unyielding Beacon, and you get a stack of it each time you are attacked. Each stack raises your resolve by 1, up to a maximum of 15, and all allies in a 2-cell radius around you gain a fifth of that bonus. Temporary wounds applied to you now stack, but only remain stacked until the start of your turn, when they are reduced to the largest amount granted by one applied effect, or the amount of Unyielding Beacon stacks you have, whichever amount is higher. Pretty sure Vanguards are the only characters who can stack temporary wounds, which by itself significantly adds to your tankiness, not to mention the offensive advantages of stacking resolve. At level 4, you get the ultimate ability Unyielding Guard, which causes you to attack each enemy that attacks your allies in a 3-cell radius until your next turn, and you always retaliate when attacked. Mediocre all the way around, you almost always stick with the heroic act from your first archetype. The Desperate Measures version causes you to take 30% additional damage from all sources, which obviously for a tank is a no-no. At level 12, you start choosing 2 upgrades from a list of 4 options. Until the end of your next turn, you cannot die, and at the start of that turn, all damage suffered by you is reduced by your toughness bonus. This absolutely shoots your tankiness sky high, so pick it up. Until the start of your next turn, each attack made by you causes the enemy to make you their primary target. This can be useful because Vanguard has mechanics that interact with you being the primary target for an enemy. Until the end of combat, all allies in a 3-cell radius around you have their damage reduced by half your toughness bonus. If you have multiple melee party members who are usually close by, this could be very useful. Until the end of combat, you gain additional momentum equal to your fellowship bonus for each attack that hits you. Obviously, this is a no-brainer for officers who have become Vanguards. Starting at level 2, you choose 3 abilities from a list of 6. Defensive Stance provides a parry percentage bonus equal to 10 plus twice your UB stacks until your next turn, and whenever you parry an attack, you immediately make an attack of opportunity against that enemy with a negative 20 penalty to weapon skill. This is probably the first ability you should pick up, as it will help you wipe out enemies even when it's not your turn, and it makes you more tanky. Wall of Rockcrete gives you and all allies in a 3-cell radius additional temporary wounds equal to 3 plus your UB stacks. All affected allies take 50% less damage from the next attack, and the effect lasts until the start of your next turn. If you have multiple melee allies, then this might be an even better first ability choice, as it will really help everybody stay on their feet. Bulwark provides additional damage deflection against ranged attacks equal to your UB stacks, and you become immune to push and force movement effects until your next turn. Yep, absolutely, this is an ability you should pick up. Disposal forces an enemy within melee range to immediately attack you, and all of your allies who are wielding melee weapons and are adjacent to the enemy make an attack of opportunity. The enemy suffers additional damage from these attacks equal to your fellowship bonus, and has a percentage penalty to dodge and parry equal to 10 plus twice your fellowship bonus. If you are an officer running with multiple melee party members, this is absolutely a must-have. Force Distraction allows you to select an ally, and all enemies in a 3-cell radius from that character must pass a willpower test with a penalty equal to 5 times your fellowship bonus. If they fail, then the Vanguard becomes their primary target. Regardless of the test results, the ally does not provoke attacks of opportunity from these enemies, can shoot them in melee range, and move as if not within range of attacks of opportunity. This basically feels like a bailout option if the wrong character gets surrounded in melee. Personally, I would skip it, but it might fit your build. Follow My Lead provides a damage and armor penetration bonus against enemies within a cell radius equal to 10 plus twice your fellowship bonus until the start of your next turn. In addition, all allies within a 2-cell radius of you gain 2 movement points and can move to any cell adjacent to you without provoking an attack of opportunity. Another ability that officers clearly should pick up. Starting at level 3, you will begin choosing talents. You can select 7 talents out of a list of 21. The first list of talents comes from your archetype, while there's also a second list of general talents that all characters can choose. I would strongly recommend in this screen you strictly focus on archetype talents. You get 4 opportunities to choose talents only from the general list, and that's when you should select some of them. The first talent is Taunting Opportunity, which forces enemies hit with an attack of opportunity by you to pass a willpower test, or you will become their priority target until the end of your next turn. So basically this helps to ensure that enemies don't try to walk around you to hit the back line. Instead, they will focus on you. Very useful against bosses that like to roam. I would pick this up. Taunting Defense provides a parry percentage bonus equal to 5 plus twice your toughness bonus against enemies that consider you a priority target. You should be everybody's priority. Pick this up. Renitent Beacon allows every UB stack to increase your armor and parry by 1%. This should hit 15% very quickly in combat. Pick it up. Formidable Distraction causes all enemies within a 2-cell radius to experience a percentage penalty to dodge against all attacks except yours, equal to 5 plus your fellowship bonus. If any of these enemies consider you a priority target, the percentage penalty increases to 5 plus twice your fellowship bonus. Without question, officers will want this talent ASAP. Resilient Beacon causes critical hits against you to receive a damage percentage penalty equal to 15 plus twice your toughness bonus. Yep, definitely pick this up. Enduring Shield is triggered when you have at least 1 temporary wound and provides a percentage bonus to parry and armor equal to 5 plus your toughness bonus. You will constantly have temporary wounds, so definitely pick this up. Selfless Resilience causes allies affected by your abilities to gain a percentage bonus to armor equal to twice your fellowship bonus for 1 round. If you have multiple melee party members and use abilities that affect them, then absolutely officers should pick this up. Words of Endurance is triggered when an ally within a 2-cell radius is hit and grants that character temporary wounds equal to your fellowship bonus once per round for each ally. If you are using your officer as a healer, or if your other party members are rather squishy, this is a no-brainer. Otherwise, I would skip it. Punish the Imprudent is triggered once per round when an enemy that considers you a priority target enters a cell adjacent to you and it provokes an attack of opportunity. As a tank, this should be happening all the time, so definitely pick it up. Counterattack Stance reduces the weapon skill penalty from defensive stance by 10, and the attacks deal additional damage equal to your toughness bonus. Without question, this is a talent you should pick up. Covering Bulwark is triggered when Bulwark is active and causes you to count as full cover for allies and provide adjacent allies with damage deflection against ranged attacks equal to half your UB stacks. I skip this because most likely your melee party members are not going to be directly behind your tank, and I don't think the deflection bonus is worth a talent point, but it might work for your team. On Your Feet causes the next attack made by an ally under the effect of forced distraction to also grant 3 movement points for that ally. No, there are better options here. Overwhelming Disposal is triggered if an enemy is hit with an attack of opportunity due to disposal and inflicts 1 stack of fatigue until the end of combat. Fatigue imposes a negative 10 penalty to strength, toughness, and agility test for each stack, and movement points are reduced by 1. Not a bad option if you want to use this ability regularly. Wall of Ferrocrete causes Wall of Rockcrete to also grant temporary wounds equal to your toughness bonus. No, you are already limiting their damage by 50%, no need to baby them. Offensive Follow is triggered when an ally uses following and provides them a damage bonus against enemies within a 2-cell radius of you for 1 round equal to 5 plus twice your fellowship bonus. If that ability appeals to you, then definitely pick this up. Unyielding Resolve is triggered when you have max stacks of UB and provides a +7 bonus to resolve. You should hit the max easily all the time, so I would pick this up after some of the more defensive oriented talents. talents. Beacon of Might is triggered at the start of your turn before temporary wounds are lost and provides a number of temporary wounds equal to your strength bonus for 1 round. If you choose this archetype, you are probably playing a tank, and your strength bonus probably isn't impressive, so I would skip this. Don't worry about me, cause the first ally attack that hits you every round, including burst attacks, to automatically deal no damage. Yes, yes, and yes, you want this ASAP. Defensive Comrade is triggered when you have at least 1 ally in a 2-cell radius and provides a percentage bonus to parry equal to 3 plus your toughness bonus. If you have another melee party member whom you don't mind being close to the action, this might make sense, but personally I skip it. Protective Word reduces the chance that all allies affected by your abilities, but not you yourself, will experience a critical hit by an amount equal to 5 plus your toughness bonus. You should be able to trigger this all the time as an officer, so definitely pick it up. Center of Attention provides a 5% bonus to armor for each enemy that considers you to be a priority target, and without question, this is a talent you want to have. Finally, we have finished all the archetype mechanic breakdown videos. Hopefully you all found this information useful and are empowered to start your Rogue Trader playthroughs. I absolutely plan to release builds once the embargo lifts, but please let me know in the comments if there's any other content regarding this game you want to see that I haven't done yet. Hope all of you enjoyed this video. Take care.